It's the final event on the Golf New Zealand calendar for 2020, the New Zealand Secondary Schools Cup. We're here at Ngaruawahia Golf Club, and this is a great event because we get to see some of our young golfing talent playing in a tournament setting against their peers and testing their skills. Also, golf is normally an individual sport, so they get to try golf in a team environment, which is always so much fun. So let's find out more about this great event and meet some of our golfers. Ngaruawahia Golf Club is one of the premier Waikato golf experiences. The Par 72 course is nestled on the banks of the Waikato River. It offers golfers of all abilities a great challenge. The warmer temperatures and the immaculate presentation of the course make this place the perfect host for the skysportnext New Zealand Secondary Schools Cup. Now, this event began life in the 80s, but in a strange year that was 2020, the format of the tournament has changed. Here's Golf New Zealand's Phil Aiken to tell us more. This year is a little different because the age groups in the secondary schools are together in one event. Tell us about that.
Yeah, normally we would have a one-day standalone secondary schools competition where teams would qualify around the country to come to our final. Due to COVID and changing our program, we had to postpone the original date of this tournament. We've integrated the secondary schools into our age groups, which is going to work really well. We've now got double the number of schools that we would normally have, and we've got quite a leaderboard going into the final round today. So that has worked really nicely. I think a lot of the schools, the feedback is fantastic that they can play as a school team in the national championship that they've had difficulty getting to before.
And what does Golf New Zealand want the secondary schools competitors to take out of this event?
They're playing something that has stepped up a little bit, and probably pace of play, pace of greens, and we monitor that quite closely. And really just to enjoy the game itself. This is a chance to start your career and announce that, hey, I'm a young golfer and watch me. But really just to come here and enjoy the game. It's just a great chance to get involved with playing national level golf.
With a field of 143 players, 80 of which are in the Secondary Schools Cup, it is a busy couple of days. In groups of three, they start at 7:15 in the morning all the way through to 1:30 in the afternoon. That is a lot of golf. Now let's catch up with some of our young golfers enjoying the tournament. This is Carmen Lim from Ormiston. Carmen, what does it mean to represent your school?
Oh, it's great. I love representing my school because it means a lot for me to be able to come out here and play and play for someone, you know?
I got into golf about tournament golf about 7 or 8 years ago now, and I think my dad got me in, and it's really just been sticking along this whole entire time. And
why do you love it so much, mate?
Meeting new people, like all the friends I've made from the sport is just incredible, and it's also a great exercise as well. Golf is usually an individual sport, so to be able to play for your school is definitely something really special, and you don't get to do every day. To be part of the squad is something that we all cherish, and we all have each other's backs, and see where today leads us, really.
What would you say is your strongest part of your game?
My mental side, I'm usually pretty strong.
Yeah.
I don't let a lot of bad stuff get to me.
Oh, that's great. That's a good skill to have.
Yeah.
Zara, if someone your age is watching this right now going, I want to give golf a go, what would you say to them?
It's really fun. It's a good challenge, and I definitely recommend trying it.
Dar Cheng, you're an established player. You've played numerous professional events. What's it like for you being able to represent your school and play with your peers, people your own age for once?
It's actually pretty fun because it's a bit of a different kind of atmosphere. I'm playing with people who are my age, and they're also really good. So I think it's also a good challenge, and to be able to represent my school, it's a different kind of feeling than representing New Zealand. So I really enjoy it. And
what's the support like back at school? Are they in behind you?
Oh yeah, they're really, really excited. They really want us to win. I mean, for me, I'm in an all-girls school, so to be in a mixed field and to be able to have a chance to win is something that isn't, common. So my school's really excited for us.
Oh, that's cool. And your expert analysis on Ngaruawahia Golf Club, how's it playing?
the greens are spectacular. They are so good, and just the whole course, the people who are volunteering here, and the whole atmosphere, the weather, everything is just so nice here. So I really love it here.
You're out here wearing your St. Peter's shirt. What does that mean to you?
Just the whole team culture that we got out at St. Peter's is so good, and just representing the school is just, I couldn't ask much more really.
Yeah. And if someone's wanting to get into the game of golf who's your age but hasn't given it a go yet, what would you say to them?
Just give it a crack, stay patient. It's not the easiest game in the world, so don't be too hard on yourself. But yeah, it's a good game.
And do you have any plans down the road with your game that you're wanting to achieve?
I'd really like to see how far I can take it. Ultimately, PGA Tour would be ideal, but yeah, we'll see how that goes, I guess.
Well, you have a great attitude. All the best for the rest of your round.
Thank you.
This is Simon Thomas, the Director of Golf at St. Peter's. Simon, what is the importance of this event for these young players?
Oh, it's hugely important. Obviously, it's a part of the pathway for some of these kids who are aspirational to go on to either US college or represent New Zealand. And I think for golf in itself, it's important because every other sport's got something at secondary school level, and golf needs something in that space. Kids kind of get attracted to events, competition, so it's good that golf's got something like this.
You've been working with our young golfers for some time now. How do you achieve balance? Because golf is a big commitment, but they've got a lot of other things going on as well. Yeah,
well, in our program, definitely education comes first, golf comes second, and most of the kids get that, and I think the lure of the US college kind of keeps the education thing front and centre, because you just can't get into a decent college. And not that that's everyone's destination, but it's a pathway that a lot of them want to keep as an option.
If parents are watching this now thinking, I would like to get my child involved with golf, what would you say?
Try and get them to love it. Yeah, if they love it from an early age, they'll stick with it, because the game's going to treat you badly at times, as we all know. And the resilience to push through when it's not happening is probably the biggest thing. Yeah. And I think that's one of the cool things out here. You see kids who, they're taking a beating, but they keep going, and they haven't got a team around them to gee them along like team sports.
Yes.
So I think it's a good sport for them to get into.
Now, because of the combined nature of the event this year, the players won't know exactly who has won until all the scores have been calculated by the team from Golf New Zealand. So with that in mind, let's cross to the prize giving and find out who has taken out the championship.
Thank you to Ngaruawahia Golf Club and Peter for hosting us, the numerous volunteers, the referees and Waikato Golf.
In third place was Chiltern St James at minus 4.2, made up of Erica Sui and Dar Cheng. Great effort. Second was Auckland Grammar at minus 11.8. Joshua Bai, Matthew Griffiths and Daniel Freeman make up their team. Congratulations. And the winner of the skysportnext New Zealand Secondary Schools Cup, Takura School at minus 17.2. And that team is Tara Raj and Fiona Zhu. Tara, what was the best part of your game over these 2 days?
I think mentally I wasn't off. I wasn't hitting it that great, so mentally I think I kept quite cool and just tried to play it safe off the tees, because there's a bit of trouble, but I just tried to keep cool and stay calm.
I kept really calm. Even though I went into trouble, I still kept calm and didn't really think too much.
Yeah, great stuff. Well, a dominant performance. Well done, you two. And as you know, this event is a hybrid event. We've got the New Zealand secondary schools and the age groups. And the age groups are actually tomorrow. So you guys are in that. All the very best.
Thank you.
And here is our final leaderboard with the top 10 finishing schools. The scores are a combined calculation from 2 days of play. So congratulations to all. And with that, a big thanks to Sky Sport Next for sponsoring the championship, Golf New Zealand, and we'll see you again for the next golf story.